Have you ever wondered how is it that some people have an ability to continually buy real estate over time, whether the market is going up, down, forward, backwards, left, right, or even sideways? So tonight, Dan Borrero and I would love to just share with you the little tweaks, the cheat codes, the hacks that have allowed us to have the privilege and the honor of having a sustained career together for over 50 years combined. We want to simply be your friend, be your brothers, and help you with your real estate investing career. Dan Barrero, what's up, brother?
How are you, man? It feels like a long time since we spoke. Right? I think I haven't spoken to you in like 3 or 4 days. That's a lot for us.
It does feel like a while. I feel like every time I don't talk to you, I feel like you get grumpier and grumpier.
You told me that earlier.
Y'all, put it in the chat, Dan. We're gonna just, you know what you need? A Bombay and what is it? Tonic, tonic and staff of Bombay.
There you
We'll
go.
be good right now.
They,
So,
those usually
huh?
help. Those usually help.
Yeah, we have opened up the registration for the Ultimate Landlord Survival Guide, and that link is in the video description below. We're going to be starting that. We don't have a date yet. It will be in the next few weeks. Everybody's super busy. So we would love to show you how we manage our tenants, how we find these tenants, how we screen them, how we maximize cash flow, minimize tenant turnovers. We do creative strategies like lease options, rent to own. How have we been able to do this? And then I'm not saying this because we're special. I'm saying this because we've got all the bumps in the head, but we still, by the grace of God, been able to push through. And we have amazing wives that have stood by our side to help with that too. Is that one of your secrets too, Dan?
I was talking to my dad, and he called me up. He called me up, and he said, he says, "Where are you?" And I said, I told him what job I was at, and he ended up showing up because he happened to be in the area. It was like 6:30 at night. This happened last week, and I
Mhm.
was still there, right? And my, I could see my two guys that were there were dragging ass, but I wanted to make sure everything was left clean because I was leaving for the weekend. So my dad says, he goes, so he said both their names. They left you, and I said, died. I says, there's very few people that could bull through the exhaustion when we're really, really tired. And this is what I have to get done so I can leave with peace of mind, knowing that everything is done right before I leave. He goes, but that's the reason why they work for us instead of working for themselves. And
Mm,
I just want, the point that I'm trying to say is that entrepreneurship is not for the weak.
doesn't end.
Entrepreneurship is not for the weak of mind, the weak of heart, or the weak of physical strength. Uh,
Mm.
because we have to work when we're exhausted
And don't want to work.
and don't want to work. We are the people that we don't have anybody motivating us. We motivate ourselves,
It's
even when
challenging, isn't
we
it?
don't want to be there. Um, so and then
Wow.
say for our spouses, I want to give a handout to the spouses out there that are in
Male
relationships
and female. It ain't just ladies.
because
Male and female.
married, you having a relationship with an entrepreneur, that person's just you got to be crazy to have a relationship with us because that's a tough life.
Look, we right here. This is the best time to relax before Monday. Like 7:30 to 9 is where I'm like, no one's and we're here serving you guys. So I hope you guys are I hope they
Yeah,
appreciate it, Dan.
yeah,
Both of us were on here earlier tonight. We're like, I don't need to be here right now. I want to go.
yeah. So, ERT 67, did you come to Philly? We will be in Philly next weekend.
That's right. This weekend coming up right now, September 19th. We'll be in Philly, y'all. So I'll put an email address if anybody's around. Maybe we might have time to hang out, and we might do a quick meetup. Dan, are we doing a
So
meetup
we're
there?
definitely doing a meetup that's going to be for the people who are on the mentorship unleash, or the
Got it.
ones that became the ultimate landlord warriors.
Mastermind.
So, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So we're definitely doing a meetup. Looks like it's going to be either Sunday, or if we don't have anything happening, Chris, maybe we get there early and do it Friday night.
All right, cool. Yes, we'll be in Philly this weekend, guys. We'd love to meet you. Send me a message and landlord. Their Ultimate Landlord Survival Guide sign up is in the video description. If you want to just book a consultation immediately, that's right there below. Yeah, Chris was hit me up. Oh, Mike. Yeah, Mike. My team said they got your information. I'll be reaching out to you this week, my brother. You're absolutely right. That did come in. This week's been crazy, man. I bought one, two. We had two houses that we purchased. Anyway, it's not about me. This is about them. This is about y'all. So Dan, let me put the number up here. If you got questions or you're doing something that you need assistance with, you've got both of us here for the free. I want to talk to you. You said something about the stress. How many times, Dan, can you remember that you're at the end of your rope? And I'm thinking about me too. I'm like, yo, I got no more energy. I'm done. But I still got to stay up until this one thing is done. And right now, today, taxes are due tomorrow, right? It's going to get done, period. How does it feel to say, this will get done? This is going to get done no matter what.
So, Chris, bro, that's the type of stuff like would have been bothering me. So I went to a conference this weekend and I left on Thursday afternoon. Mm-hmm. I went to a meetup for one of the 9/11 funds, which is called the Silla Foundation in Florida. All proceeds went to that. A guy named Robert Vasquez, he's killing it in the real estate business. And I met up with him. He put together a really great event. And then that was Thursday night. And then Friday, my brother and I were just running around all Central Florida doing business. And then Saturday, we literally spent the entire day at this conference. And this conference was put together by a guy named Mario and his wife, Andrea. They totally concentrating to the Hispanic community. They had over 1,500 people there.
Good God.
The speakers were just phenomenal. They even had Pace Morby as one of the speakers. It was just an unbelievable event with back-to-back great speakers, and the energy was just unbelievable in the room.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, and it happened to be in the same hotel that Patrick David DeVolt did his conference last weekend. His conference ended on Thursday. She had us on Saturday.
The Diplomat?
It was he did it this year in the Gaylord Resort in Orlando.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah. So the point is I was exhausted.
You came back today?
Came back today. But we have to bolt through. And, I want everybody here to know being an entrepreneur is not an easy life.
Tell people that, man, I don't understand people want to be an entrepreneur to get their time back. So help them understand.
People tell me when I ask them, Chris, how many times well, why do you want to be a real estate investor? Oh, so I can have my time back. So they're working for your boss. You only have to work 40 hours a week.
That's true.
They look at us like, right, we got two heads. I'm like, first 10 years of your life, I don't care what the business is, if it's anything that you truly are passionate about,
sucks.
You're gonna have a lot of ups and downs. You're not
more down. What do you mean? More down? A lot of downs.
A lot more downs. You're not gonna be home. Your spouse, if you have kids, your spouse is pretty much bringing up those kids the majority of the time by themselves.
Wow.
So being an entrepreneur is not for the weak.
I don't even want to say for the weak if you don't have any stamina, and you can develop it. Dan, I was lucky. I was in the music business, so we worked 15-hour days already. So for me, just to transfer,
you were trained, you were conditioned already.
I was conditioned, and I say that empathetically, rolling with Teddy Riley and Pharrell Williams of the Light and the different people in the business. What trained you, Dan? What got you your training? I would say
working as an indentured servant for my father in his bodega 7 days a week, 12 hours a day. Since I was 9 years old. How about that?
So both of us were almost like slaves. Because when you're in the music business, you could be doing song after song after song. You don't make any money. You're just making music all day long and nothing coming in.
Yeah.
Calling y'all 757-204-1332.
We are here to serve you. So if you have any questions, reference to entrepreneurship or real estate, put your questions below. So I was bombarded with tons of questions, but I want to give a shout out. So I was telling Chris, I want the audience to know how much I appreciate it and how humbled I was. So I was at this event on Saturday, and at the end of the event, Uh, when we broke out for lunch, a woman came up to me and she said, the only reason I'm here is because I saw you were going to be here. She drove all the way down from Jacksonville, which is about a 2 hour drive.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a gentleman who came up with his wife from Miami.
Mm.
If he's on here now, I'd love for him to actually even call in so we could talk. Um, and he came up with his wife.
That's sweet.
Hey, the only reason I'm here is because I saw you were going to be here. Funny part is he said, I didn't recognize you because you didn't have your hat on.
That's cool.
Yeah. So again,
Dan,
I was extremely humbled by those two people. Um,
that's cool.
so guys, we are here to help you, serve you. Please give us your question. Come on, or give us your question on chat, or come on, and not come on live, but call into that number 757-204-1332. Chris, you want to tell them about our announcement?
Uh, shit, we talking about the registration. I just told him that it's open.
Oh, okay.
The
We
ultimate
have
win over that
registration. If you guys want to become parts of the Ultimate Landlord Warrior Mastermind community,
right
the link
below.
is below. But it's a danchrisdeal.com, danchrisdeal.com.
We got that right there.
So Chris, let's talk about evictions, man.
Real quick, before we get to, I want to ask you, before we get to that, I want to see y'all put your name in the chat and where you're coming from, please. Dan, do you remember in 2010 through 13? We're going to talk about evictions, but I remember I wanted to ask you, and I wanted to ask the roundup homies. Remember when there was this $8,000 first time home buyers credit from the Obama administration?
Yep. He was trying to get the economy back up and going.
Jump start, right? Every HUD you got, you saw that 8,000 on the HUD, right?
Um, well, let's talk about that because the sales that I was doing back then were primarily to foreign investors.
Oh,
Right? I got very few people that were buying for their own personal use. So I didn't see much of those. I did see some, not much.
mm,
And, which I didn't understand because I was like, how is it that all these foreign investors have more confidence in our economy than we do
we
ourselves,
do.
Americans?
Mm.
And, looking back, primarily was because the news was selling fear on how bad everything was. So I didn't see many of those. What I most of my sales, my fix and flips were going to real estate investors, but many of them from they were foreign investors.
Oh, okay. Well, I want people to understand. Tisha, what up? We would sell a house, and on the HUD, you would see 8,000. I think sometimes it was 12. I can't remember why. It was like a
I
double
I
thing.
saw I I I remember it being slightly more higher than 8, to be honest
It
with you.
was with a base. I think it was like some income adjusted thing. But the government, y'all, it's so weird how we've been in the game. You see things come and go. The government was giving people a grant to buy a house, y'all. So if your
It
purchase
wasn't
price was,
difficult to get, in my understanding.
it wasn't. You had to apply, and the realtor would walk you through it. If your purchase price was 200,000, your loan would only be for 192,000 because the government would pay the other eight. And I want to ask Dan and all my roundup family here today, as the pricing of the United States real estate is going through the roof still, do you think we need to bring back this housing credit? Do you think that will help us
I
make
don't
some
believe
money?
in free tax money in any sort, with the exception of if people truly needed to live. Um, I don't. I believe that. I truly wish that money was used to educate people to have a better relationship with money instead of giving money. So that old additive. It's better to teach a person how to fish than give them a fish.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd rather see that money going towards education and developing, giving people the skill sets they need to have a relationship with money. Because now that lasts forever, their entire
That's a good
lives.
point. It's a
It's
good
that's
point.
worth
Yeah.
more than just $8,000 today. If
So
that makes
maybe that credit for the property then will include them buying the property as well as some type of training. I'm just saying there is an answer.
there is an answer.
So housing, Dan, I'm telling you, brother, I'm feeling it. Housing is it's just not affordable. even for rental. This stuff
No,
is not
I gotta tell you,
sustainable.
I'm seeing cracks, bro. I was just in Florida. Property values are dramatically down in Florida.
Really?
Dramatically. Las Vegas dramatically down. Some parts of the Southwest dramatically down. Midwest dramatically down. I mean, especially these farm states. Farmers are now asking for bailouts from the government. They're asking
Mm,
for welfare bailouts.
1 second. We got a caller. Caller, you on the line with
Hey,
Chris and
Chris.
Dan. State your name. Where you calling from?
Hey, Chris. Hey, Dan. It's Deborah Jackson.
D
How are you?
Jackson, what up?
Hey, I just wanted to comment on what Dan said. I was a part of that program, and they do train you. They teach you. Thanks, guys. They teach you how to pick a realtor. They teach you how to go through the finances with the bank. They teach you how to pick the bank. So they do
Okay.
have like that type of training with that grant.
Dan, is that what you were saying, or what were you thinking,
I,
buddy?
I'm good with it as long as it's providing you education so that you're not being taken advantage of.
Mm,
Look, when there's free money by the government, there's a lot
mm,
of fraud that goes on,
that is true. That is a
right?
good point.
And then what happens is
Yeah,
the people that could afford to be victimized the least are the people that get victimized the
The
most.
most.
So if they're
yeah.
if they're providing that money with education, I don't have a problem with it then.
They do. They also train you to, if you fall behind on the mortgage, how to get yourself caught up. They
Mm,
train you that there's programs to help you sustain that mortgage so you
sweet.
don't lose the house. Because once you get it, they don't want to take it back. They don't want the banks to take it back.
Yeah.
They want to try to make sure that you stay in it. So they
Mm,
do have that type of training with those programs.
that's cool.
I'm good with
I'm
that.
glad to hear that. Yeah, I'm good to hear that. I'm so glad to hear that. Deborah, thanks for letting us know that.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. And we'll talk another time about that other issue that I had with the bank.
With the banks, yeah, we gotta get caught up on that. Do you think they
Okay.
should bring that back, Deborah, or you think we should not bring that back regarding the
I think they should. I think they should. And I think they should add, keep that training that they had with it.
hmm I think it should be mandatory.
Yeah.
Training shit. You can't get this money unless you go
Oh,
through
yeah, definitely.
no doubt.
Definitely mandatory because there's a lot of people out here that want a home,
hmm
but they have no idea
No
about
clue.
how to get it. They don't know how to
Maintain it.
maintain it once they
hmm
get it. And like Dan said, a lot of people, they go into it and they get ripped off. It happened to me. My very first time getting a house.
Me too.
It happened to me. I didn't have enough education
Me too.
and they ripped me off so bad. It was crazy. I ended up,
Me too.
this was during Hurricane Floyd. I ended up going into foreclosure because I knew nothing. I didn't know how to deal with the insurance companies or anything. So I ended up going into foreclosure with the very first house that I got. And
Wow.
what was good was I came across some very decent people. And when
Mm.
they went over all my paperwork, they said, no, there's no way that they should have given you this loan. And they helped me go through the foreclosure process and get out of that deal.
Good. That is so good. Yeah, people getting loans. I remember when I got my first loan. I didn't know what the hell. I paid overprice, right? I just wanted to. We do whatever we can to get in, right?
Yep.
You know, what are the
And,
things? What are the
and,
things?
and
Remember,
flood zone.
Okay, that's not. What is that? I mean, that's okay.
No, because when we had Hurricane Floyd, I had 6 feet of water. I had a sub basement and a basement, and I had just gotten my bathroom remodeled in my bedroom. So the water came up to the window of my car. I had 6 feet of water.
Wow.
So it ruined everything. And I had no help to tell me, how to deal with the insurance company, how to deal with flood insurance and everything. And it was a mess because they were like, oh, you got flood insurance, but you don't have content insurance. So we can only cover you for the land, the foundation of the house. That's it. We can't cover you for anything else. Oh, they got me good. They got me good.
Man. That should be criminal.
They always do, especially insurance companies. They hate them. They don't want to come up with every excuse not to pay out, even when they're supposed to.
Well, thanks for chiming in, Deborah.
So I am grateful for both of you. I am grateful for both of you. I tell everybody, get the mastermind class. Get in it. I have a lot more, stability and education, a little more confidence in going out now than I had before. And it's all because of Chris and Dan, and I thank you.
Wow, I appreciate you for saying that. All right, then we'll see you this week then, office hours.
See you this weekend.
All right, bye. Man, that's cool, man. Good to hear that. We gotta have my roundup homies talk to our wives. We all right. All right, evictions. Oh, somebody said, evictions.
You know what? Let me see if I can share this article.
Mortgage rates down too, Dan. Let's talk about that later. Y'all, there is never a perfect time to buy a house. Okay? I want y'all to understand this. When I first bought my first house, the real estate market was going like this. It was a complete, vertical line. It was double-digit appreciation. People told me I was insane. I was stupid. What are you doing? You're out of your mind. I promise y'all, I'm not here to BS you. In 2004, I bought my first townhouse and people thought I was stupid. So I'm letting y'all know, if you're sitting on the sidelines, shit doesn't necessarily change with so much in an instant. I mean, it changes slowly. I'm sorry, Dan, I'm going on rant, but I feel like you need to hear, is it a good time? Is it a bad time? Should I buy? Should I hold? I'm like, yo, you got to take action at some point in your life, or your life's going to go by.
I'm trying to share my screen right now.
And I know it's scary, y'all. I'm not going to say that it's not scary buying a house. You got a six-figure liability. Let me know when you got it, then I'll bring it up.
Yeah, I don't.
Let's go down to share screen, Mr. Grumpy Pants.
I just tried it. And
hit share screen. And then you got the screen going to pop up. Y'all pray for Dan. He's super grumpy tonight, so he didn't want to go look for the button on the screen.
Let's see if it works. Guys, can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I got it there.
Let's see.
Do.
Yeah, I can't bring it up.
Well, you just had it up. I just saw it.
It's not even, I can't even get you back.
Go down, hit share screen. Then just click the screen they're gonna share. You won't be able to see you and us. You got to see what you're doing.
Do me a favor, Chris. Just go to Staten Island Advance article on evictions 2025.
Oh, I gotta take Deborah off here. Hold on. Staten Island what?
Staten Island Advance article on evictions.
Staten Island what?
Advance article on eviction, New York City evictions.
Which one you want me to see?
What does it say?
Hundreds of Staten Islanders evicted this year. More than 4. I'll just show you to you.
Yeah. Oh, you go to 11. The one that says 11,000 evictions in the city.
11,000 evictions in the city. NYC surpasses 11,000 evictions in 2025. Staten Island. Thousands of New York City residents have been booted from their homes this year as the city housing affordability crisis makes it harder and harder for New Yorkers to keep a roof over their heads. I can't imagine living out there. Staten Island Advance Live recently analyzed residential evictions from NYC to see roughly 7.5 months. Second. We got a caller. We'll get back to evictions in a minute.
Yep.
Caller, you on the line with Chris and Dan? State your name. Where you calling from?
Douglas, Georgia.
Your name's Dudley?
Yes, sir.
Oh, let me get
I'm
you
a
in here.
licensed real estate agent in Douglas, Georgia with Coldwell Banker.
What's your name, brother?
My name Robert Moore. I'm watching the live as well.
Oh, thank you for chiming in with us, brother Robert. Robert Moore, how can we serve you today, my friend?
Yes, sir. Well, I'm not gonna waste any of you guys' time. Basically, I'm new to the industry. I used to I wholesale a couple deals, and I also been working on getting my first subject to deal for the last 3 years. But
Subject two, who you been
my
listening to?
finance,
What you learn? Who you listen to some crazy people talking about subject two?
Jonathan Redford. I don't know if you know him,
Okay.
but I'm been still working on that, and I'm currently trying to type in Chat GPT currently how 12 ways to stop the pre-foreclosure to give homeowners options. And my goal is to go to different cities, knock on doors, and try to talk to them. But I was trying to get any advice from you guys for what I should be doing as I approach these people. And that's pretty much it. My goal is just have different chapter loan modification, bank, whatever options it is.
There you go.
Forbearance agreement, and to give them those options. And if those options don't work, I'll offer to make the payment on their behalf. But that's my goal. But I was trying to get some advice from you guys.
Okay, you are in
And I was at a conference this weekend. Every single wholesaler at that conference could not stop telling me how miserable they were in the business.
Oh no. Why,
Every
Dan?
single wholesaler, they all said they hate the business.
Why?
For multiple reasons, but with the exception of two people that did subject to, and there's a guy out there teaching reverse mortgages, which I would love to get him on here with us, Chris.
Robert, you kind of loud, Robert. I don't know where you at. If you could go to where it's quiet, go ahead.
So when it comes to wholesaling, I'm the wrong guy to give advice. I haven't even bought a wholesale deal in the last maybe 6 or 7 years. I used to buy a lot from wholesalers, but what's
They
happened
lost their mind during COVID.
Yes, sir.
They lost
what's
their mind
happened,
during
in
COVID.
my opinion, is there's so many people teaching it. They make it appear as it's very easy. It's not an easy business. There's a skill sets you need to develop when you talk to people. You do need money because they all say you don't need money, but you need money because you got to pay for those leads, you got to pay for those mailings, you got to pay for those email grids. You got to pay for a lot to get those leads. But then you get the leads, but if you don't have the skill sets to close on them, and then on top of it, there's people out there that are coming in and saying, "Yeah, I'll give you 10,000 more than Mr. Schmo who just walked out of here." But then they come to people like me, and there's not enough meat on that bone. They're not analyzing the deal. They're saying, "Hey, it only needs $30,000 in renovation," and then I look at the pictures, and that's just between the roof and the kitchen, not including the windows and the siding and the landscaping and the bathrooms and the termite damage. So, wholesaling is a serious problem among wholesalers because they're not giving us the right numbers. Chris, am I lying?
Yep. During COVID, they went bananas. They think people can pay whatever.
Yeah.
But they're getting weeded out though. They're leaving the business.
Yeah.
But Robert, you're doing the right thing. I want to applaud you. You are expanding the scope of your skill set by not only having one tool, which is buy low, sell low. If you're going to just buy low, sell low, you got to do a lot of volume, and you probably need to do it in multiple areas. Very challenging, extremely challenging to be a wholesaler in one area. People doing it in other areas. I'm so glad you're looking to do subject to, Robert. But be careful, man. Pre-foreclosures is a high stressful sport. I love it because I have built the skin and the resistance to deal with pre-foreclosures. High stress, high emotion, so you sound like you can talk to people already. And also be careful with these banks, man. They're looking for ways to jam you up with bank fraud, wire fraud, all this stuff. So be careful doing modifications and talking to people. Man, I've seen I've seen it not end up good for some people. So just be extremely above board when you're doing this stuff, man. They're just looking for
Yes,
you.
sir.
Hmm?
And before I go, cause I ain't got that much time.
You good?
I don't specialize in loan modification and none of that. My goal is just to create different options in a PDF. So when I approach these homeowners, just to get to talking to them and show them I'm trying to help them. And I was trying to see if you.
We lose him, Chris?
Robert? Yeah. Robert, where you at, dog?
I'm still here. I just I ran out of time.
You good? Can't hurry up, finish.
Basically, I just want to know is am I doing the right thing for the next step I'm about to take? By basically, I'm gonna have like a notebook with every chapter that have they tried a loan modification? Have they tried a forbearance agreement? Have they tried what bankruptcy or whatnot? To just give them options when I knock on their door. And
we'll answer that off the line. Talk to you in a minute. We'll answer that. We'll hang up with your answer. Okay. Good talking to you, buddy.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Options for people in pre-foreclosure, Dan.
Yeah, I love the idea. He's going in prepared with his list, right? Did you try this? Okay, you did try that. Well, let's discuss that, right? So he's walking in there prepared. I don't know if I'd have it on a paper because it makes you look like, you know, yeah, it makes you look like a salesman or you're just starting. This is stuff that you should have in your head. You should be preparing that script in your head. What do you think, Chris?
I don't know about paper. Here's the thing with that I got to get through to Robert on pre-foreclosures. These people don't give a shit about you, right? People that are going into foreclosure. I watched my mentor and a friend of mine lose 12 or 13 houses to foreclosure with me by his side. And I'm a guy that could have bought all of them, right? So and he was so emotional. They're not thinking about strategy and technique. Did you try this? You have to find out what their problem is. And it's usually one of three things. Do you want to stay? Do you want to go immediately? Or do you want to ride it out? From what my experience, there's only three. Maybe it's more. Dan, are there any more?
And let's talk
Do you
about.
Want to stay? Huh? You want to stay? I'm not saying that they can. Do you want to stay? Do you want to try to ride it out as long as you can to wait to the bank? Or do you want to get money now and get on down the street? Caller, hold 1 second. We got to finish answering Robert's question. Go ahead, Dan.
Robert needs to understand that it's usually a social reason that these people
ain't got nothing to do with money.
Have a problem.
Ain't got nothing to do with money.
Could be death. Could be divorce. It's usually most of the time a social reason.
Sickness, all type of stuff. So Robert, you can't go in there offering them all these solutions. They don't even want to hear that shit. They're like, they want to know, how can you help me get out of this pickle I'm in right now? Right? They don't want. I mean, strategy and all that stuff is cool, but you find out first of all what it is they want. I love pre-foreclosures because my first question is, forget all the stuff. What do you want to do? Because some people say, dude, I just want to ride this thing till the bank come and put me out. That they do. That's the truth. Some people say, I need money now and I'm gone. And some people say, I need a little time. Just give me some time, So those are the people that I've noticed. Caller, state your name, where you calling from.
My name is Robert, and I'm from South Central Virginia.
Oh, Robert.
How are you, Robert?
What up, Robert? Hold tight. Let me get your name up here. South Central. I thought you were about to say South Central LA. You South Central Virginia.
I'm in Virginia.
Are you Danville?
I'm close to Danville. I'm 30 miles outside of Danville.
Okay, I'm from Lynchburg, dog.
Okay. All right. I'm in South Boston.
Oh, yeah, I know South Boston. That's where all the ladies at.
Okay.
Robert, how can we serve you today, buddy? 2 Roberts back to back. That was fun.
I'm stuck. I got a house that I rehab, and I took too long to do the rehab on it because it had some structural stuff that I had to deal with. and we put it on the market. I had a realtor to put it on the market, and it's been stuck there for like 4 months.
Ooh. Why do you think, Robert?
What was that?
Why do you think it's not selling?
Well, it's not a lot selling over here right now, but I guess it wasn't my best rehab job, and you know,
Hold up, you
it's
said you
different reasons why it's not selling.
You guess it wasn't your best rehab. Are you saying that you know that or you don't know that? I'm not beating you up, brother. Just trying to get a clear path.
Yeah, I know that because I noticed one that was right around the corner from me. It sold, and it was a better rehab job. I think they did a better job on rehab.
Okay, so what lesson did you learn from that?
When you say better rehab, Robert, was it a better finished product? The finishing on it was better, cleaner.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think my house was better because I got off-street parking. I got better stuff with the house, but I think the actual finished product was better.
Did they sell that? Did they sell that other house, Robert?
What was that?
That house around the corner. Did they sell it already?
Yeah, it sold already.
Okay.
Oh shit, you gotta.
So let me tell you. Let me break it down for you. Most of the time, when a property takes that long to sell, what I look at, what I assume is several things. Either the realtor is horrible, because there's times like I will call a realtor and they won't call me back, and we have to call them 3 or 4 times, right? That will make a listing go stale. Either the realtor took the listing knowing that it was already priced too high, just so that they could get the listing and then let the market educate you so that you would bring down your asking price. It could be the pictures. It could be the description. There's things you could do. For instance, if you want to bring that listing back to the top of the MLS, one of the things I'll do is I'll drop it $100. And as soon as I drop the price $100, it brings the listing right back up to the MLS. So when people are looking in that area, they're going to see my listing first.
Is he doing that, Robert? Is your realtor doing that?
First of all, I think he put it on the market too high anyway. But I was trying to take his advice.
Can we pull it up? Can we pull it up, Robert? You want to give me the address? Can we pull it up? You feel comfortable giving us the address? You might find a buyer here.
Yes, sir. It's 1411 Fenton Street.
Fenton Street.
You need the zip code?
Yeah, give me the zip code.
24592.
South Boston. We used to go out there, man.
Drive the street, Chris. Go to the picture. Go to the picture on Google.
You want the map or you want the street first?
Drive that street. Click on that. Is that the house there, Robert?
I can't see it because I'm on the phone with you.
Is it a 1.5 story?
It's a 2-story
Cape Cod.
Yeah.
It's got a big tree in the front yard.
Cape.
Drive the street, Robert.
That's gone.
Big tree in the front yard.
Yeah, that's gone. I took that out.
We're just trying to make sure we got the right house. Is that the one? It had a
tree? It is. It had a big. Right.
Oh man! Oh wow. Okay, we got a house boarded up here. Look at this one.
Let's go to the listing. So you got a lot of you got some houses that look like they're taken care of and some that don't. Like the one next to you appears to not to be being taken care of as well.
Nope.
So let's go to the listing.
Okay, Robert, we're gonna give you some insight, brother. We got a whole thing for this too. Out there. Why is my house not selling? Yeah, that's it right there. 170,000.
What's the average? What's the average estimated on the neighborhood? The appraised value. Of course, they usually have it on the bottom.
But the house around the corner sold for it was listed for 175, When I first put that house on the market, if it was sold for 165, I'd have been good. You know, but he put it on there at 185.
He daggone sure enough did.
But the house around the corner.
Where is that at, Dan? Where would it be at?
Oh, no, go up. I don't see it. Okay. Let's go to the description. Go to the description, Chris. What the realtor put into the description.
Y'all give us a like if this is helping you. This is some gold right here. Go, Dan. Discover this charm in the beautiful home in South Boston, Virginia. Okay, we can get rid of the city. We know where it's at. This inviting home features 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, and a comfortable 1,400 square feet. The interior has been beautifully updated with new cabinets and countertops in the kitchen, creating a stylish and functional heart of the home. Enjoy worry-free living with significant recent upgrades, including roof replacement, windows, heat pump. The entire home feels bright and airy with new guide lighting fixtures throughout. With so many additional updates and to appreciate, this move-in ready property is a must-see. Don't miss your chance to own this delightful South Boston home. Seller is willing to assist with buyer closing costs. All right, Dan.
Let's go to the pictures, Chris, of the inside of the door.
I want to rip this to shreds, but we'll come back to that. Dan, tell me the first thing you see when you pull up. What do you see here? Give Roberts, some feedback here. What do you see we could do here to work on this?
Put up. You have brick stairs, you have metal railings, and then you have pressure treated wood as a railing. That's
You got 2 here. You got 2. What did you just leave that one and put up new ones here? What is this here?
Like that tells me as soon as I walk to the pull up
Being
the property.
cheap.
That tells me, all right, this guy's cutting corners.
Yeah, that's right.
So if he's cutting
Say that again, Dan. Say it loud.
He's cutting corners on the front of the house before I even get into the house.
Yep.
What corners did he cut behind the walls?
Robert, we're saying this because we love you, dog. Go, Dan.
Let me see the next picture.
Hold up, Dan. How come I don't have any landscaping at the front of the house? I don't have any flowers or shrubs.
You should have painted the bottom of the house white.
This needs a skirt, Robert. This needs a fresh paint job all the way around, okay?
The cement work going up to the stairs need to be spruced up. Robert, this property doesn't.
It reeks of budget, low budget.
Anybody any good feeling when they pull up to it?
Me and Dan are screaming right now. Robert, yo, thank you. Listen, dog. Thank you for doing this, man. I'm giving you a hard time. In fact, I'm gonna mail you a book for free because people are so fucking scared to do this. We're gonna bust your balls, right? But we are what you need. This is what people pay us thousands. People pay us thousands of dollars to do this shit. Okay, and you're getting okay. All right, I just want to make sure, dude. I'm gonna break your balls, man. Me and that we're gonna.
I don't look at it as breaking his balls. I look at it like we're trying to help, man. We're giving him our years of experience for free, right?
Okay. All right. We'll get your address after this.
Robert, the truth is this, man. If you
no one cares that your
property, the outside of the property's got to be pristine.
Yes.
Because that's the first impression, right? And you're not going to get. It's very hard to bring people back.
Oh shit.
Once they have the first bad impression. So when you walk into one of my apartments, either for rental or one of my houses that I'm selling, everything is to perfection. I want people's eyes to go from left to right. That's how they normally go. But if there's an imperfection, they stop. Oh, wait a minute. Next imperfection, stop. Now they start looking at everything in every single corner and every single way. Right, you want the transition to be smooth, like this,
seamless,
right? Seamless.
That's why we stage all our houses.
Transition.
We stage them so they don't even. Dan, this brick needs to be repointed, dog.
Yeah,
it's gonna cost you probably $1,000 to get this done, Dan. Yeah. Oh, you in New York? Probably costs more. Robert, I'm gonna pay you.
So you said I should have did a better job with the walkway and the landscaping.
I would have did the landscaping. I would have painted the bottom of the house white.
The skirt.
I would have did better walk. I would have definitely, without a doubt, power wash and repointed those bricks and that slab. I would put up an iron railing where the stairs are at right before you go into the house. That looks cheap. that, you know, and again, I'm not trying to get on you about it. I'm just telling you it doesn't give people that fuzzy feeling like they can't see themselves and their families living there.
Nope. All right, let's keep going. Robert, we're gonna keep getting you, brother. We're gonna help you. This is all love.
But leave Robert
Repoint.
off. He's, you know, Robert deserves to stay on longer.
He
Because
does. We got you. Okay,
Robert,
so you got
Robert, man, I can't thank you enough because you may not realize this. You are helping our audience dramatically, man,
sure.
by allowing us to critique you know, this house for you.
Call back. We got Robert on the line. Go ahead, Robert. What'd you say?
Well, that's why I called to hear.
All right.
I want to know what's going on. That's why I called to hear.
Okay, cool.
Let's
Paint
go to
this.
the inside of the house, Chris, if you don't
Wait a
mind.
minute, Dan. Wait a minute. This paint the skirt, point the stairs up, get new handrails. This is at least going to be probably, Robert, for $3,000 or $4,000. I'm going to tell you. These brick here, it requires tedious work. Dan is the master at this. I've only done it about 5 times. They got to go down every brick with the diamond blade. They're cutting out every groove, but once they get that shit done, it's gonna look, Robert.
Are you looking at what pictures are you looking at? You looking at the pictures on Zillow or what pictures are y'all looking at?
It's the one that's a fresh listing on Zillow.
Okay, all right.
It looks like you took the tree out.
Robert, green grass sells properties.
It looks good. The grass looks good.
It's not too good. If you could brick point, you're gonna get that. You have to get that power wash, repoint it, and that slab's got to be fixed. The front of the slab, the face of it. If you could get that, you know, that in itself, that by itself is going to make a major difference. With
you talking about the brick?
Getting rid of that pressure treated wood.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right here. If you wanted to go cheap, paint the skirt and just change these things out. Anyway, all right, you got options here. Look down here, Dan.
Let's go to the inside of the house.
All right, cool. Okay. Yeah, these brick, you got to do something with this brick. All right, let's go inside.
You talking about the brick? You talking about the walkway, right? The walkway,
the stairs
on the very front of the house.
The stairs all the way up.
From the curb all the way up.
Okay.
All the way up. See right down here. This needs to be. You can come back and look at these pictures, Robert, since you can't do this right now. All right, this is what we're supposed to be doing. Shit. Dan, I feel like we can put some shutters on here and give it a little character.
You could. It's not going to make much of a difference.
I don't think it's going to be a big difference, but still.
Deck looks good. Go back. Yeah. Go back.
That looks good. Kind of small, but it's nice.
That chimney looks like it may need some repointing.
Maybe.
Wait, is that bottom window have plywood on it, Chris? Go back.
That's a crawl space.
Okay, crawl space. All right, cool.
Crawl door. Should he paint that door, Dan? It does look nasty. Paint that door, the crawl door, Robert. Okay. You there? Okay, cool. That's a $5 job.
I'm still listening.
Yeah, that door is a $5 job.
Keep going.
Nice yard. Why is this the first picture? All right, Robert, we got to move these pictures around. The first picture should not be of a wall, okay? We got to we got to move these pictures around.
That entranceway picture should not even be there.
It shouldn't even, this is irrelevant here. I don't even know what that is. We got glossy on the ceiling here. Dan, is that okay?
Not really, but I would change that cheap light fixture and put up a designer light fixture or a 52-inch fan with the 4 bulbs.
This needs to be your main picture. Take the house out. Put the kitchen as your main picture. We need a mic. Dan, why don't we have a microwave? Hey, Robert, can we get him a microwave over the range?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Hold on. It's not even a cabin above the range.
Well, you need to put a cabinet up here too, brother.
I would put a microwave above as a microwave range and put a cabinet.
Absolutely.
And I would also, you didn't change. I would also put up a 2.5-inch crown on the cabinet
here,
top
right here.
Yeah, and then if you go to Home Depot, Robert, you could pick up the Pro Pack 5 3/4 inch Pro Pack and put up some crown moldings, paint them white around the
Right at the
kitchen
top.
and the living room. Yeah, you want to dress it
So
up
many kitchen.
throughout the
Okay.
entire house. And believe it or
I'm
not, if you
on-
buy the Pro Pack, I think they come, if I remember correctly, 16-foot lengths. They're very inexpensive. Um, I would dress up this house a little bit. It's too plain.
Robert, you understand the microwave and the cabinet over the range, right? You good?
Yeah. Yes, sir. I know about that.
All right, cool.
Again,
White
that
to black
kitchen
fixture.
light needs to be updated.
You need a bigger light in there
And why is the
A bigger light where?
in the kitchen.
refrigerator in the living room?
Because it was a small kitchen, I had to do a lot of rearrange. Those houses had small kitchens over there. I wish I had the address of the house that sold.
I can find it. Let's go
It was
through
right
yours.
around the corner because
Yeah,
it was
hold
made
on,
the same way.
let's not go that far, Chris. We don't even need to see that. We see all the problems right here.
Yeah, we see the problem. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, first of all, it looks like the refrigerator was just slapped in the middle of the living room. It doesn't have a cabinet above it. There's no. You could have a small kitchen, but still make it functional. This is not a functional kitchen.
The kitchen's in the living room. I mean, the refrigerator's in the living room.
So you get a smaller refrigerator. Everything should be in the same. Or every other kitchen appliances. Go back, Chris. Let me see if we can see a better look at the kitchen.
Can it go over here?
You're gonna have to take out a couple of cabinets on the right side and get a smaller kitchen.
You can't, dog. That's gonna leave in one cabinet.
You
That's
put
the
the
whole
cabinet
kitchen right
above.
there.
He's gonna have the cabinet above the microwave. That's gonna be add-on, and he's gonna have the cabinet above the refrigerator. That's an
Which
add-on.
cabinet takes out, Dan? This?
All the way to the right.
All right here?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see how. I think there's another cabinet after that.
Nope, that's the wall. Look. See? Goes against the wall. See the cabinet right there?
That kitchen needs to be redesigned, man. That other wall right there that we're looking
What's
at.
back here? What's back here, Robert?
To the left of that end that goes to the
behind the stove.
No, behind
the stove is a
No.
After the kitchen, what are you walking into? I assume the 2 bedrooms.
It's a staircase and then the living room.
I could tell you right now, your biggest problem is your kitchen and your exterior.
I would lower the price on this, Dan.
Yeah, they're gonna have to redesign that whole kitchen.
I won't say that. You could just lower the price.
You can
Round
lower
up. Let us know what you think.
That kitchen needs to be redesigned.
Robert, you got 2 options here, brother.
Robert,
what you say, Dan?
I want Robert to understand something. You know, when I provide a cheap rent, because not me, because I would never do that. But when I see people giving cheap rent because they don't want to do the work, with cheap rent comes a lot of headaches.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing happens when you lower the price significantly much less than the market. You're going to get a lot of headaches because they're going to be new buyers that don't know what they're doing, and you got to educate the buyers. It's a lot of work.
This is not going to go right here, brother. Dan, what can he do? What is behind the kitchen when I walk through there? Is this the stairs back there? Those stairs?
I mean, what side are you talking about? Directly behind the stove is
no.
Directly behind the range is.
If I walk through the kitchen through that
what
walkway,
side are you talking?
If I walk through the kitchen and I'm keep on going, what's back there?
We walk straight through the kitchen. To the left, it's a stairway, and then the living room.
Nothing you can do.
But if you walk through the refrigerator, if you walk towards the refrigerator and make a right, then behind the kitchen is a bathroom.
I see.
And a laundry room.
Okay, well, we know the issue here. We don't need to go over this.
Yeah,
man, we got 2 options.
You have 2 problems. You have your exterior; it's not inviting, which is not a big deal to do.
We can make it more inviting.
Is you have to redesign that kitchen.
Well, Dan, can he lower?
I can do that. I could do the exterior. I could do that. That's not a problem. But
to redesign that kitchen, I mean, it would be too much for me. And then it was
Talking about
because
8,000.
it's not a big space. It's not enough room to work in.
That's why.
Unless
That's
I
why.
just moved it out to another area.
Robert, because it's so small, it's not going to cost you much. I'm just, you know what? I'm going to be posting a video this week. I was just in Orlando, Florida. Very small kitchen. I'm putting up all. They're going to install the cabinets. They're installing the quartz cabinets with the new appliances. I'm going to be at around $6,000, and it's a smaller kitchen than what you're looking at. But the way it's designed, it's much more functional.
This needs to be a galleyway kitchen.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Only way to do this.
Plus, you have that
A
wall.
galleyway kitchen.
Not necessarily, Chris. It doesn't have to be. When you go to that, when you're going from the kitchen to the bedrooms or where the stairs that go upstairs are, you have that entire wall. You got another 40
Right
inches.
here?
Yeah,
Right here?
that could be used. So you're gonna have an L-shaped kitchen on that side. You could if you redesign that kitchen the right way, you could have a dishwasher, refrigerator, microwave, hood range with the stove. I'll give you guys one. Do this, Chris. No, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, let's do that, Chris. Go
You're
to
saying put the stove and the microwave up here on this wall and wrap
no,
it
I'm not
around.
saying that. They can leave the stove where it's at because you don't want to change the plumbing and electric. But
Ain't no problem electric over there, just a stove.
let's do this, Chris. I have a smaller apartment kitchen that came out badass. Go to 618 Orange Unit 210 in Altamont Springs.
All right. Y'all give us a thumbs up and a like for this, all this work we're doing. And if you haven't registered yet, the link's in the show notes for the Ultimate Landlord Survival Guide. Give me the address.
618.
Address.
Yes, 618 Orange Drive, Altamont Springs. Altamonte Springs. Unit 210.
Robert, we're gonna let you go, man. We're gonna finish this up, okay, brother?
All right, I appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. Thank you for calling in, man.
Robert, I wish I wish you go look at this, but go back and
You
watch
want to
it.
stay on, Dan?
Yeah, go to Unit 210. That's 208. There you go. Third one on the bottom, right there.
You can stay on, Robert. Okay, we'll stay on. Keep him on.
I'll barely see it once I hang up because I'm using my phone.
Okay, all right. Hang up. We'll see you in a minute. Thank you.
This is not. That used to be the way it looked, but that's not the way it looks now. Go back, Chris.
Is it for sale?
No. Well, actually, it was for sale back then, but
is it for sale now with the new shit in it? Then come on.
no, but you should see the rental because it was on the rental side.
Oh, you talking about for Zillow? Let's see. Why is this thing moving so slow? I'm so glad Robert came on. We need more people to come on here with that.
You know what? Go to 208. This is an older kitchen, but it's the same layout. Go to 208.
What's wrong with this thing?
I'm not even selling this, so I don't know why it's got a price, but just go to that kitchen there. Keep going. Okay, let's look at this. This kitchen's old as sin. But that's a smaller kitchen, and you're able to get all the appliances in there. Now, the apartment above is also mine. I redesigned. I didn't redesign it. I just pretty much moved the sink to the corner. But do you notice? You see how this kitchen is just as small, but look at what you got a dishwasher, you have a sink, you have your stove, you got your wash, you got your refrigerator, and you got plenty of cabinet space. And this is an old kitchen.
Dish, he could do, let me see something. Range, sink. Oh, he got the sink in the wrong place. You need to push this over.
Precisely.
Ah, that range needs to go all the way over there.
No. That range could stay right where it's at.
Oh, the sink needs to move.
The sink don't have to be moved either. All he's got to do is add that other 40 inches of wall that he's not using, that space.
Oh, that's where the fridge needs to go, right here.
Correct. And make that a corner unit, a
Oh,
corner cabinet.
he's got it. The fridge needs to go. But then no, look, you got space from here. Look at all this space. This is about
Chris,
7 feet
what
right
I'm
here.
trying to say is this, Chris. It's possible. You just need to have it designed by a kitchen person.
Yeah, I would never design my own kitchens. Dan, do you design your own kitchens?
Absolutely not.
Never.
So I go to a kitchen guy and I
That's
say,
true.
this is the pictures. These are the sides of my walls. This is where the window is. This is where my plumbing is. This is where my gas lines are. Design
You
my
do it. You figure it out. Right?
right.
Let them figure it out. I
Hey,
stopped designing kitchens about 8 years ago. I'm like, you know
I
what?
don't even try to figure it out. That's not what I do.
I'm not qualified.
No.
I'm so glad we said that. And we've been doing this shit forever. And we don't even design our own kitchens.
No, I don't. I mean, I could have suggestions when designs come back and say, yeah, I don't like this, move this, do this, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to spend my time designing a kitchen. That's not my profession.
Jay Stoney says you got to redesign that kitchen. He's right. Fridge in the living room. Yeah, that's a little rough. We're not, we're loving on you, dog. We're loving on you, Robert. Women want big kitchens even if they don't cook. That's true. Michael in Nashville. Redesign the kitchen. Yep. Fridge looks off. Yeah. You know what, Dan? I think he has two options. Lower the price because people don't want to pay top dollar for a inferior product, but they might pay lower. I don't know if you can do that.
People, you get back your biggest returns on roof investments, kitchen, bathrooms, landscape.
Damn, Ron had a fridge in the laundry room. Holland's prices are down in DFW. Purchasing now possibly runs the risk of catching a falling knife.
Where's DFW? What is he talking about? DC? No, that's not DC.
DFW is Dallas Fort Worth.
Oh, okay.
That stove's kind of big. The stove is going to be the stove. It don't change. They're 28.
24-inch stove, but you have your own house. You
don't do that.
You could get away with that maybe in an apartment, but not there.
Not in VA, dog.
And by the way, those 24-inch stoves cost more money than 30-inch stoves.
Convenience. So here's the thing. We went through this thing, right? We could see exactly why this thing isn't selling. And what I don't understand is why didn't the realtor talk to Robert? Dan.
Maybe she did. We don't know. Or maybe he did. We don't know if it's a she or he, but maybe they did.
Well, why is he said he had no idea. He didn't know.
You can't price your house the same price everyone else has when they got a better product. And actually, in this market, considering the fact that the market's going down, even if you did have a better product, that's when your price is slightly lower than what everyone else wants. If you want to move your property quickly.
Yeah, that's why I do financing. I don't got to worry about the price. Is it smart for me to do a subject to? And we do subject to, but I can't say it's for everybody, you know.
All right, Chris, let's call it a night, man.
Grumpy Dan strikes.
Chris,
all right, y'all.
First, I want to give a shout out to Robert. Robert, thank you for letting us analyze your property.
Thanks for letting us rip you to shreds.
Yeah, I want everyone here to give a shout out and clap their hands for Robert.
That's right. He had the balls to get on here.
It takes a lot of guts
to get in front of Dan Borrero.
No, think about it. It takes a lot of guts to ask people to criticize you, and then to do it on a platform like this. My hat's off to you, Robert, is what I'm trying to say.
We're gonna send you a special gift, dog. I'm gonna send him a book. He needs this book that I've got. Robert, thank you. We are gonna give you a gift for doing this because most people are scared to do this. They don't want to come on here, but you got the balls and the guts to do it, man. That means you're gonna be a winner. Okay. I'm so glad you came there. Listen, what are we looking for? Register. Get a call. Register for your call to join the Ultimate Landlord Survival Guide. No.
Guys, sign up for that waiting list. You will get a call from Chris and I together. I'm not going to say our team is going to call you guys. They're not.
We will call.
Chris and Dan Borrero calling you.
We're gonna call. Dan, we got one more call, man. You gonna take it or you gonna leave me hanging?
Go ahead, take it.
You see how I gotta shame Dan, y'all. Round up. This is Chris and Dan. Caller. This is Chris and Dan. State your name, where you're calling from.
Hey, you guys are doing great work. It's Mike. How you been doing?
Hey,
How are you,
Mike from Philly. We're gonna see you this week. What up?
Yeah, I hope I ain't getting no info from you, but that's cool.
I saw my team told me it came through. We're gonna I've been crazy. What you got real quick?
Okay, cool. I wanted to touch on falling knife. There's a few things, but I'll just be quick. The falling knife situation. I really think that if you're a new investor, try not to look at this as a falling knife. Like when you deal with real estate, it's not about the price.
So what's a falling
it's
knife?
nice to be to get in.
What's a falling knife?
So it's like the stock market. Like say if you buy Apple, but it's pulling back, it's at 200, and you see it pulling back 190, 185. What's going to happen is you feel like you're getting in, you're grabbing a falling knife, and it's going to cut you. And I think that what's happening is people are recognizing that it really doesn't matter the price. So I'll give you an example. If your area is 300 and it drops to 250 or drops to 275, you have to be able to get in and not worry about the price fluctuation, because at some point it's going to come back up. The difference is most people are not recognizing that it's about how much you get, how much is going to be the cost of servicing the loan, and how much you're going to be able to get rents in. So the point is at some point you got to be able to look at how much income are you going to make off of this property. Don't look at your purchase price. Don't try to do that, because what's going to happen is you're going to outsmart yourself. And what's going to happen is they're going to decrease interest rate, drop it, and all of a sudden that's something that you thought was that was falling knife is going to shoot back up, and you're going to be priced out again. You can't time the market. That was one thing I wanted to tell. Start putting these notes together, because when Chris and Dan start giving you these nuggets, don't time. Chris had said this earlier. It's like, yo, you really can't time the market. And Dan had said some great nuggets earlier. I want people to jot this down. When you're an entrepreneur, definitely recognize that this is not easy. It's not for the faint of heart. And when you have to deal with contractors, I'll just tell you a quick story. I was doing a renovation in the Midwest. And all the tradesmen, what they do is they want to look at your pockets and they want to look at what you're doing, right? But they don't want to do their job. So it was a gut, and the plumber, he was getting paid about 15 grand on this job. So it was like, all right, cool, you're doing a full gut out, bang, 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 and it's going to be a double. He says to me, oh, must be nice. And I said, what do you mean? He said, oh, you're going to make so much money off of this project. And I said, yeah. I said, I'm gonna make a lot of money, huh? And I said, how about? I said, let me help you out with this. And he said, what you want to do? I said, listen. I said, I'll give you 10% more than what you're making right now if you decide to hold any payments I got to make to you until I sell this property, right? So I said, listen. So what's that going to be? You're going to make an additional $1,500, but that means, because basically you're just losing on labor. Right now, you're not losing on labor. You're just holding off your labor. You got to pay for your materials, and that's it. I mean, that's all you're doing is paying for your materials, and that's it. And he said, you know what he said? He said, nah, I don't want to do that. I said, why not? I said, I'm going to be making this much money, right? He says, nah. He says, I want to get paid and I want to be done. I said, yeah, that's the luxury that you have. When I pay you, you're done. You get to go home, sleep with your family. You have no more stress. It's a done deal. I still got to wait. I still got to make sure the person that's coming in got to be able to make sure that they can close on the property. I got to make sure that all inspections clear. I got to make sure that everything is done. And it's so much stress on you. But that's what I'm telling people. I said, listen, stop. Listen to what Dan and Chris are saying. And what I mean when I say this, I'm really telling you, they're really giving you great information. Sometimes jot this down and listen to it again and again and again. Because if you don't know what to listen to, if you're not an investor, you won't know what you're listening for. Sometimes you have to listen over and over again because they're giving you stuff that may be above your pay grade. Don't worry about catching a falling knife. Get into the market. If you're going to be an investor, get into the market.
Be an investor.
That's it.
Be an investor.
Yeah. So I just wanted to salute to you guys and, it's always good to hear you, and it's always good to price, to listen to the nugget. And it was great that you did what you did with Robert's property. Really nice, you know what I'm saying? Because that's definitely so. You guys keep doing what you're doing. Great to hear you. Enjoy the weekend. Look forward to seeing you in the future. All right, talk to you in a minute.
Man, thank you so much. And I got to do it, man.
Mike's the real deal, though.
If the knife is falling is when I want to try to catch it, because everyone else is too afraid to try. The truth in the matter is, if the numbers make sense, I don't give a shit if the market's falling. The numbers make sense. The market will come back up, and that'll be my profit margin.
Yeah, it don't matter to me.
This show, same day, yes, every day.
Every Sunday.
Arkad, ARKAD, was saying it was nice talking to me this week. Yesterday,
it's
rather.
Nice to meet me, isn't it? Dan, you are good, gracious.
And I got to tell everybody, there were a couple of people that came up to me. A lot of people came up to me yesterday at the event. I was humbled, but I was especially humbled by the two people who came and said, one drove all the way from Jacksonville, the other person drove all the way from South Florida, I think it was Miami. Arkad, is that you that came up with your wife from Miami? Let me know, because that's a long ass drive, and they said they were there primarily because I was going to be there. So again, I was humbled by that, all the people that came up to me and told me, listen, I watch you and Chris, that's what we need to hear, that we're actually helping you. That's what is
making an impact.
Us to keep doing this every Sunday night.
All right, sign up for the Ultimate Landlord Survival Guide, or if you need us immediately.
He drove up from Coral Springs. There you go, man. Thank you, man.
Okay. If you need us immediately, there's a link for a consultation. You get both of us, and both of those links are in the show notes. We'll see you on the next one. Share this stuff so other people understand this shit is not as easy as you think it is. And we will not see you next Sunday, but we will be in Philly. So look out for that email to give you a location. Thanks, Dan. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Peace.